everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Emma H and today's C-drama is, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, it is Eat, Run, Love. This is not a recent one, but it has been on my mind for the last year because I was so excited to watch this drama, but something happened, some releases happened at that kind of time, and I was like, okay, I wanna keep you in a separate file and I'm gonna make a video about this because last year in this around of time I wasn't making any content, so I was excited to leave this to make a video about it, for making a review out of this. But there was something unexpected, you guys. There are two things that I'm afraid of seeing in a C-drama because I have no idea what's going on usually. That is, one, sports, two, finance. So I don't know if it is a good thing to have no idea about these things, because if they're having a hard time about making some dialogues about this drama, they can like randomize some kind of things. But I don't know, if you know, it would be more interesting about to watch them. No, like my thought process was always kind of like, I am interested in this, so I had to go watch it, of course. But this one, I had no idea what was it about, unless it was about the two main leads, who are one of my favorites. I love their acting. The main lead is Arthur Chan. We have seen him in Lighter and Princess. That was about a university kind of life, that romance, and that kind of romance continued on to their work life. We have seen that kind of before, but in this one, yeah, it's similar. I have to say it is similar, and the male lead being the same doesn't help in this kind of situation. And our female lead is Sabrina Jung, aka Jung Da-fei, I think that's how it I don't know how to read it, sorry. And I have seen her works a lot, and she is so good at portraying these kinds of, you know, that female leads that are really not talking, cold, but they know what they're doing in their life. They have plans, they have thought about them, they have planned them in advance about their life, and now they're just going up the stairs one step by one step. So that's the expression that she gave me. And she played a lot of student characters as well in her last works. I have seen her in a high school one, I think, if I remember correctly. That really suited her the best because she looks younger, so she was able to portray them as well, and she has like generally some kind of cold type of female lead types given to her, as I remember. I might be wrong, sorry, it has been a long time. And this one, Eat, Run, Love, was, like I said, released last year in 2025. It has 28 episodes. You can watch it on YouTube. It is available on YouTube. Last time I have said that I was watching the things that are available on YouTube, so it is free for you to go and watch them, so you're not gonna struggle about finding them. But some episodes may be VIP for the YouTube channel, but it has a limited time free kind of thing, so you can go watch it if you're watching it right now, if you're interested in the plot, of course. So one of the tropes in this one is it is a romance modern time, because I have been doing a lot of traditional kind of C-dramas in the past. I have decided to take a break from them and do a modern one, and this one is a second chance romance. If you know this kind of trope, it is really famous and I like reading it in books. I love this kind of trope, but the thing is, if you're talking about a second chance romance, it has to be a breakup where the two main leads had nothing that they could control. So I know I'm really specific about these kind of types, but this one is like that. That's why I liked it. This is kind of my first impressions of the work because I haven't finished the series yet, but I decided to make a review about my first impressions. The thing is, the second chances, like I said, if someone in the relationship cheats on the another one in the relationship, that mess up, like that is messed up. So I cannot go and watch it when I'm so furious about that person being cheated on another person and they are having a second chance romance in this drama. That is not my type, sorry. If we are having a second chance romance in some kind of work, in a book or in a series, it has to be like they were struggling, both partners were struggling in the relationship and they had no choice but to break up. It can be because of their family, it can be because of their work. They might be so busy, they have to move out, baby, out of the city and go somewhere else to live their life. It can be like that. But if there's a third party involved, meaning like cheating on or those kind of things, mentally or physically cheating on the other person, that's when I cannot go ahead and watch that drama. It just makes me really furious because it's unfair. You're giving all your love to that person, you're making an effort in that relationship, but turns out the other person that you have loved so much doesn't really care about you or your feelings. That's where I draw the line. So sorry, like I cannot. So this one is a second chance romance, but in this trope, in this drama, we see the breakup happening because it was out of their control. Because it was out of their control. Like in a lot of university life series that we have seen in this entertainment world, it is hard to keep up the relationship after you graduate because you both have to work, you both have to hunt for a job, and then you have to keep the relationship. Like so many things, everything, so not so many things, everything is changing in your life. Where you're living is changing. Where you're staying, like the university, is changing. And then you have to find a job to support yourself, to not go back to your family's house if that makes you uncomfortable. We don't know. Everybody has personal thoughts and processes about those kind of things. It is a personal kind of thing. I don't know. And then you have to go and find a job and keep it. So what happens when you graduate from university is, if you don't have a lot of experience, they don't want you working besides them. Sorry, but it becomes a whole situation. If you don't start working, you cannot gain experience. And then if you want to start working, you have to have an experience. So this is like a whole process of never doing anything. So if you never stop, you cannot even keep going. And for you to start like an eligible experience in that workspace, you have to work so hard. You have to keep going to interviews. And in this C-drama, we see our female lead going to interviews a lot because she has to go job hunting. And in the first episode, let me start by not the university life. Let me start by the first episode where everything happens coincidentally. Okay, we love coincidences. That is what makes us C-drama, right? That is okay. But if it's consistent throughout the whole episode, about 4 or 5 times, we're like, okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of coincidences to be happening in just one episode. And as you might know, an episode is like 40 to 50 minutes max in this C-drama world. So every 10 minutes we see a coincidence, almost. In the first scene, we see an airport. In the airport, we see our male lead going and getting cafe, going to a cafe in this airport to get a coffee for his friend, because his friend is coming from abroad and he is waiting for that friend so they can go together, because after you get off the plane, you cannot get a vehicle that easily, so it's hard for you to get a taxi after you get off your plane and you don't have any kind of vehicle. And the most smart thing to do is like having a friend come over and pick you up. That's the most intelligent thing to do after you get off an airplane. Like, this is what you do. And our female lead, we see her at the same table that our male lead was sitting down on and reading his book. This is the current lifetime. This is like 2025, okay? This is the modern life. This is not their university life. They are working already. So our female lead sits down onto the table and she's talking on the phone. And have you seen that theory where like there are people making shorts or TikToks about this situation? If someone is talking to a phone, whatever you hand it to them, they take it from you. And she is talking on the phone and it is a work call, so it is serious. We don't know why she is here, but she has a suitcase with her and she sits down, has her suitcase resting on her right side or left side. I don't remember, okay? Don't come at me. I don't remember that kind of details. But she sees the book. She takes it and we are wondering, why did she take the book that she has no association with? But turns out she was back there because she has forgotten her book at that cafe in that airport, and she came to pick up her book. That same exact book. Title to title, cover to cover, the same exact book our male lead was reading at the start of this drama. So she sees that book. Oh, it's mine. They just put it there for me to pick up, so that's good. She just takes the book and goes her ways. And at the same time, she's on a call, so she's really thinking about that and not really thinking about, should I check the inside of the book or not? Because this is not a common book, you know? If you have lost your book, what are the odds of another person reading that same exact book at that same exact table that you were sitting on like 30 minutes ago or something? What are the odds? So she is, I think, thinking about that as well. So she just picks it up and goes. And after that, our male lead was picking up the coffee. Remember? He was ordering a coffee, and the barista that was working there was having a hard time, and all of a sudden she dropped all the straws on the floor, and our male lead he wanted to help her. So he kneels and picks up the straws and comes back and puts it back. I will handle it, don't worry, go and do your job. And meanwhile, he's waiting for the coffee, and after he takes it and goes to his table, he's like, where's my book? I put my book there on the table. Who took it? And it is a finance book. who would take it? Like, it is not a romance book that somebody would be interested in. It's a finance book. A lot of people that read it wouldn't understand this, so who would take that book? And he puts down the coffee and then goes to the counter and says like, I had my book there on the table. Who picked it up, or do you know anything about this? And the barista is like, oh, a book? Yeah, somebody dropped a book and we had to keep it safe for them. Here you go. And it is the same exact book our female lead was reading, and it is the exact book that our female lead was reading. How do we know? He opens the book, it is the same exact one, but our male lead is like, yeah, is this mine? It is the same exact book, but where did I leave reading? So he opens up the book and it is full of notes on the book. So it is full of notes, like highlighted everything, and he's like, I know who wrote this. I know who's the owner of this book is. It's my ex. But we don't know that. We just see him running off after our female lead. But of course, in an airport, it's hard to find someone. And he's chasing her, but he doesn't even know where he's going. Or he doesn't know where she's going as well. So he's just running, going to the parking lot and seeing. And you guys, this is a coincidence number one. Like, there are 3 more that I counted because I was so uncomfortable watching it. I was like, okay, we love coincidences. This is what makes a C-drama, but this is a lot, no? And then in the parking lot, he's looking around, and guess what? A car is going just in front of him. It is driving, and we don't see inside because there are tints, black tints, so you cannot see inside. But inside, from inside, you can see outside. Our female lead is in that exact same car that is going in front of him, going through in front of him, but they don't see each other. We are like, just see each other and meet each other already. And at that time, we are like 10 minutes in this drama. We don't know what their relationship is. We don't know what happened between them. Why they are chasing each other. Not each other. Our male lead is chasing our female lead. But they are not able to meet each other. Our female lead is now a sharp, cold, and highly successful financial professional aiming for a managing director promotion. So this is our female lead's aim in her life. And our male lead is Gangyang has clawed his way back up to become an innovative, astute entrepreneur as a CEO of a thriving sports footwear corporation named LNT. So in this modern world, like the current lifetime, they are seeing each other. There's a lot of coincidences, but like 2 of them happening is the reason, because I think they're gonna become colleagues, because our female leads, like the important job meeting that she had to have after coming from the airport with her assistant, she went there and had a meeting with an important person in that company. But in that meeting, the CEO that she was talking to in that company is not her ex. It's another person, an accomplished person in a company that has no relationship with our female lead before. It is not our male lead. And that one, it has been unsuccessful. She hadn't been successful because the CEO that she was talking to said, like, I know I had to have a say in what I'm doing in my financial decisions, and I would like to work with you guys. That is not a question. I would have liked to work with you. But the thing is, my main shareholder, who helped us claw my way back up in the industry, helped me fund everything after I was on the brink of like shutting down my company. They don't want to work with you, so I have nothing that I can do for now. I would love to work with you, but if that main shareholder says something like that, it puts me in like a rough situation. I'm in between. I would like to work with you because I know you have a lot of experience and you have done a lot of research about that idea, and she has come to show and make a presentation about her idea as well. Like they were about to work together, but after this kind of news, she's sad and she decides to leave. And meanwhile, they are having a meeting. Somebody comes up to him, probably his assistant, comes up to him and says like, we as viewers are hearing this, but I am guessing our female lead hears this as well because she is like this. That assistant says to the CEO, the main shareholder that we have talked about, that mister is coming right now. And our CEO is like panicking and like, okay, they have to go. He said that he was not coming today, so why is he coming today? So he is nervous about seeing him because he has an important place in that company. And guess what? The main second shareholder's company's name is L&T. That brings up some memories. Our main male lead is coming right now. And if our female lead was not like, okay, if you don't want to work with me, yeah, we will not work with you. We don't want to put you in a tough position because of, like, I think if you have said yes and they had said no, I think we would have a hard time, obviously, because they have a important, like, place in this company. So we're like, so they stand up and go. And after 5 minutes, our male lead comes and we see him like he had heard the news about our female lead coming to work with them, but he doesn't know our female lead is a female lead. He just doesn't like the idea about this financial manager coming to work with them. He doesn't know who she is. So it's not like it is because she's my ex, so I don't want to work with her. It's not like that. I think if he knew, he would be like, yes, let's get her in. I want to work with her. I want to see her again. I want to meet her again. I want to have a relationship with her again. So if he knew, I think it would open up some doors for her. But he doesn't know. And he doesn't like the idea of that happening. And he heard there was a meeting happening with them, a financial manager coming to have a meeting with our CEO that we have seen in the work meeting already. So he had heard the news and he's coming to the company right now. They got the news in the meeting, and now our female lead and her assistant is gone, but he's like interrogating the CEO about why he had to meet with them. Our CEO is really in a tough situation because he really wanted to work with our female lead, but our male lead doesn't really want to work with them, so it is in a tough situation. So if we were to go back to their university lives, university days, when they were like in their first half of their 20s, like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that kind of ages, like I said, they have met through an app where our female lead's roommate has created with her friends. It was a project of hers, and it really went up because there was a lot of people downloading it, like 10K or something. So they're like, okay, we have been successful, I think, because in that kind of times we are going back in, I don't know the exact year, but we are going back to see their university life more than 5 years, I think. More than 5 years, that is exact. Yeah, more than 5 years. So in that time, there's not a lot of tests happening to see if you're compatible with the other person. Hence, that is why they're popular right now. And out of university, they are known. There are people going up in the app, downloading it, solving a test, and after that test, you see the person you're compatible with. Our female lead and male leads first meeting is not face to face. It is through this app that we are talking about because, okay, it is a compatibility app, yes, but there's a lot of questions. There is not a chance, not a chance, like it is rare to have the exact questions and answers lining up with the other person. So there has been no 100% compatibleness between two people. So we see our female lead friend solving a questionnaire, like the test, for her. Meanwhile, our female lead is getting ready because why? She cannot be bothered. She is job hunting everyone. She is going to interviews meanwhile she is in the university. We love her passion. Like we have said, she is so passionate about her work. She is married to her work in the future as well. She's so clean cut about her boundaries as well. So our female lead's friend is like asking the questions, and our female lead meanwhile getting ready, she's answering those questions, and after that we see 100% match. That has not happened before in the app's history. I know it is new, but it has not happened before. So our female lead friend is so happy to see this because she created this app with her friends. So she's so happy about this project, and she's like, who is the other person that is 100% match to you? And they can see the profile picture of the other person, and it's a picture of a man running in the sunset in a beach, and we cannot see this man's face at all. Like, nothing is seen, nothing is understood from this picture. So our female lead is like, if he was handsome, he would put his face. No, he just put his back on the profile picture. I don't think he's handsome. And even if he's handsome, I believe in soulmates, but not because of these kind of tests. Sorry if I offended you, best friend, roommate, but I don't think I can find a soulmate through this app. Sorry. Like, I know there is soulmates existing in this world, but it has to be face to face, no? Yeah, that's what she is thinking. And after solving this test, and she is going away from the dormitory because she's working a part-time job, and working a part-time job is really easy for her, really convenient for her, because she can go and have the job interviews that she has been wanting to take without any kind of problems in her workplace because it is a part-time job. So she's going away, and we have the impression that she is really friendly because she's talking and saying hi to a lot of people on the way that she's going away, and she gets on her bicycle and she's going through the campus to the gate and then to her part-time job, which is like a supermarket. I don't know the exact name. They don't show us the exact name because it's a brand, so it is not allowed anyways. So she's going to her work, but when she's going through the campus, There's a lot of greenery happening. There's a lot of trees. Everyone is playing around in the garden. There's a lot of people playing sports. There's a lot of people having picnics. And our main lead at the same time is running because his hobby is running. And his family has a shoemaking company and a factory. So he loves running and he is wearing the shoes that his parents have made. So hence that's why like he loves running. He loves testing out new shoes. So we see him running, but after running and running and running, he has to like catch his breath or something, and he stops for a moment, and at that moment our female lead on a bicycle is going in front of our male lead, and they are like making eye contact. What's happening is, it is romantic if you're seeing this in a C-drama, but if you were to see this in real life, I think it would be awkward and cringe. Why I'm saying this is, our male lead is just standing here. He was running, remember? He's like out of breath. He's like breathing so hard. And our female lead is going with her bicycle, and she's going with like that. And there's a slow motion happening because if it was real life, if it would be just like 2 seconds or something, they're like looking at each other. Our female lead is looking at him too, and our male lead is looking at her too. They're making eye contact, and he's like looking after her in such an awe. And our male lead's friend comes up to him and is like, "What are you looking at?" I just saw a girl, we had made eye contact, and his friend is like, "What? Did you fall in love or something? At first sight?" I never seen that happening in like as such a first-hand experience. Never have seen someone in real life in the exact time falling in love at first sight. So he's like excited about this. He's talking, and our male lead is like, yeah, I think I've fallen in love. But they don't know each other that on that task they were 100% compatible. And there's gonna be a party about this app having a 10,000 subscribers or like downloaders of this app, because our female lead's friend is the one that has created this app with her friends, and it is the first time that this app has seen 100% compatible. They have invited them, and guess who else is the creator of this app? If I didn't misunderstand anything, one of the creators of this app is at the same time our male lead's friend. So guess what? He knows that he had a 100% compatibleness to a person too, but they don't know each other because there are nicknames, everyone. You wouldn't just go ahead and tell your name and surname. Like, that would be a little bit awkward. It is good to have a nickname, but if you see that person in real life, you would not be able to recognize them. That is just the only downside part. But if that person was creepy or something, it is the best thing to not have your name and surname out there. So it is good, I think. It has good sides and bad sides. And in that party, they're gonna go face to face with each other, and they're still not gonna recognize each other. Our female lead is gonna know that he is the other person, but our female lead is not gonna tell him that the one that he matched with 100% note is her. So it is gonna be a secret for the time being. I have tried my best to not give any spoilers. I did my best. I think I didn't give anything about like any spoilers. I've just explained my first impressions about this one. I was really busy this week. I hadn't have time to watch any kind of drama. I have not finish this C-drama as well, but I thought it would be fun to talk about my first impressions about this C-drama. And my final reviews, if I had to say something, you know, I hate to say that I hate a C-drama or a K-drama or a Thai drama. I don't really say anything. I really say like, I like this part of this, I like this part of that. If there's a part that could be changed or something like that, I always say it like this. So I try not to be harsh because there are people behind this work. There are people working so hard on this project. I would not want to break their hearts or something. And this one, yes, I don't hate it. But I don't love it at the same time. The main thing is, in the first episode, there was just a lot of coincidences happening. That's the thing I was like icky about the most. But after that, like, if we were to talk about something else, it was good. I liked it. It was a bit similar to The Lighter and the Princess in the expect that, like, we see their modern world, like their work life and the university life at the same time. We see their hardships in this university, going through the same things. In that kind of sense, yeah, it was similar. But the main thing about making me feel this close to each other, I think it was the main lead, because it was the same. And in Lighter and Princess, yeah, he was the main lead there as well. That may be why that I'm making these similarities. It may be in my head. I don't know. If you felt anything like that, please tell me in the comments. Yeah, that's it for today about the extent that I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, that's it. And hopefully I'm gonna see you guys with a really exciting work next week. I will see you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to comment. Nobody's commenting, so you should make a difference. Comment please. And that's it for today. Bye. The cookie video for today is a bit personal, but it is my first time. I usually hate green. I really hate green, but I'm trying to embrace loving green in my life, so I have put on green nail polish to make a difference in my life, if you're curious. If that catch your attention in the whole video, I'm sorry. It is my first time trying out something like this. If it's bad, I know it is. If it's good, thanks for lying for me.